Greetings, my friends. I am Paul Hammond, President and CEO of the Night Ministry in Chicago. I wanted to take a few moments to reach out to all of you at First United Methodist Church of Arlington Heights to say thank you. Thank you for loving boldly. Thank you for your compassion and for helping us to build community with those whom we serve. I checked our records, and the congregation first became involved with the night ministry in 1991. For 30 years, First United Methodist Church of Arlington Heights has been a steadfast partner in our mission to provide housing, healthcare, and human connection to the poor and homeless in Chicago. Thank you. This past year, you have played a pivotal, integral role in our ability to continue to provide meals to those whom we serve on the streets, whether it be from our health outreach bus or through our street medicine program. At the night ministry, food is a way of not only feeding the hungry, those who need it, but it's also a way of bringing people in, of creating community. Food is a symbol of our hospitality to others, of our acceptance of them, that we are able to draw them into our community and then be able to provide them with services. When the pandemic first hit back last March, hard to believe, already a year ago, the congregation was one of the first groups to step up and to say, what can we do? How can we help you during these uncertain times? And you provided hundreds of sandwiches to us so we can continue to provide food to those who are on the streets and to those who need our services. You helped us to continue to provide a sense of community and engagement and hospitality during that critical time. Thank you. And recently, we started a new initiative of providing services at CTA stations because we know that the number of homeless who are riding the trains at night has grown exponentially. Whenever we begin a new service like this or an extension of our current programs, it's important that we have a foundation of support to help us do so. And once again, your congregation was there to love boldly and to provide us with critical sandwiches as we have begun this new initiative. Thank you so much for being one of the cornerstones of our ability to provide this new service. We're serving more than 300 people a week at the CTA stations. And we're seeing individuals who have high degrees of mental illness, whose mental illness are very acute to the point where they don't have the ability or the wherewithal to dress warmly during what has been a very cold winter. We've worked with one man who has been living on the trains and riding the trains at night for 30 years. But thanks to your congregation's desire to love boldly and to reach out, we've been able to serve individuals in these situations and be able to welcome them in and provide them with hospitality and care, a listening ear, and the services that they need. Thank you for helping us to do that. This last week, the night ministry held one of its quarterly all-staff meetings where we have like 90 employees who are on a Zoom meeting for 2 hours. And at the end of the meeting, I asked staff members to respond via an app with the one word they thought best describes human connection. Because we know that that human connection is the secret sauce in the night ministry services to others. Without fail, the words that people responded with the most, the two words that they responded with the most were compassion and community. In the word cloud of all the responses, those were the two words that were the biggest, which meant that people responded, those are the two most frequent responses. Your commitment as a congregation to love boldly is a commitment to compassion. And that commitment helps us to build community with those whom we serve. We simply cannot do it without you. And we're most grateful for your support and partnership the last 30 years. and for being a cornerstone of our services over the last year during this most critical time for all of us, and especially those whom we serve. Thank you so very much from the bottom of our hearts and on behalf of all those who have benefited from your generosity and your food. Thank you, and God bless.